Hey guys, it is Alex, and man, last week's Google Ads Traffic Secrets workshop, so powerful. Today, I am joined by Ryan. He is our ads manager, and we're talking about Instagram stories, which are maybe surprising to a lot of people. One of the most powerful ways to connect with your audience, retarget traffic that's visited your site, and get people to engage. Listen in to our Traffic Secrets workshop. You're getting a snippet of our Instagram story section.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Alex Brenning, and I have my man Ryan with me.
Hey
We
guys.
have put together a really comprehensive, thorough presentation on one of our favorite ways of paid traffic, Instagram stories. So, what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to dive deep into what Instagram stories are. We're going to show you some secrets to make it work really effectively. We're going to give you content ideas. We're going to show you how we're using it. So if you're sitting here right now, what I want you to do is grab a notepad and a pen, because what's going to happen while we go through this is you're going to get inspired by the ideas that we give you. This workshop will not benefit you or add value to your business unless you implement. But implementation requires inspiration. So we're going to inspire you with a lot of ideas, but you need to write those down. So while you get inspired, write it down. If you're watching this on the replay, press pause as we start giving you ideas. Write down the things that come to your mind so you go, okay, this is what I'm going to do. After this workshop is done, this is how I'm going to implement what Alex and Ryan are teaching me. That's the only way to make this valuable for your business. Otherwise, we're just filling your head with knowledge. Take action on what we're about to show you. So what are Instagram story ads? They're an alternative to Instagram newsfeed ads. So you have two different, I want you to look at them separately, because the way that people browse through the Instagram newsfeed and their expectations and how they browse through the stories are different user experiences. You know, a lot of times when we're browsing through the Instagram newsfeed, it's a visual battlefield. There's a few different things that are popping off the screen at us. When it's a story ad and you're going one by one, the content takes up the entire screen. So Instagram story ads are full screen and vertical. When you watch them, all you see is the content. So you as the advertiser have a little bit more opportunity because you've got their entire mobile phone dominated by what you're showing them. Here's two examples that I found. So on the left, we have a full screen video from Dell, and it just goes frame by frame. It's a short video. And so, you know, they tell the story in this ad. On the right, we have Tom Ferry. He's a coach in the real estate space. You'll notice that he uses a square image and then text underneath. So there's, depending on what you're doing, there's not a this works better or that works better. There's not a blanket statement there, but I wanted to show you the two different kinds of Instagram story ads that you can do here. And then when we go in and show you the story ads that we produce for ourselves, you'll see how we use it and what we lean on or prefer in our own campaigns. When you create a story ad in the ads manager, it's important that you tell Facebook and Instagram what your goals are so that they can help you meet them. You know, one of the things that we preach here at the Branding Group is that Facebook and Instagram want you to be successful. They want your campaign to meet all of your goals, but you have to tell them the right one, right? And so there's a couple different ways that you can set up an Instagram story ad, and Facebook will guide your campaign and the views and the actions taken by your audience differently depending on what you tell it. So here's what I mean by that. Here's one objective when you go in to set up your campaign, and Ryan will take you behind the scenes in just a moment so you can see it. So the
And
first one,
can I just add
and
in?
then Ryan, as soon as I explain it, go ahead and dive a little deeper into what
Mhm.
this objective actually means. Brand awareness. It's all about increasing awareness for your brand by finding people more likely to be interested in it.
Mhm. Yeah, and this, just so you guys know, these aren't specific to Instagram story ads. We're going to walk through every type of campaign you can run. But the brand awareness, this is mainly if you want to, increase your likes, get people going to your pages and your your Instagram profiles. That's the main goal here.
Nice. Yeah. And then the second one, the second objective is reach, which simply shows your ad to the maximum number of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that one's pretty explanatory.
Yeah.
Just getting your ad out there.
It just shows it as many times as possible.
Yeah, it lets people see your logo, see your brand, and you're just getting your stuff into people's minds, really.
Then we have video views, getting more people to view the video content in your story. Now, the Instagram story does have a maximum length of time for that video of 15 seconds. So these video views, it's like micro video views.
Yeah.
So what's your feedback on Instagram story video views, Ryan?
Yeah, I think it's still good because you can, even though each specific ad is only 15 seconds, you can have like 3 of them linked together. So you can technically have 45 seconds. And the cool thing about video views is Facebook and Instagram, they know the type of person that's going to watch the video for longer versus the type of person that's going to skip through the video. So they're going to put your videos in front of those people that watch it. So it's still very effective, to use video views, even though it's a shorter view.
Yeah. One of the things that I love about videos is I get to interact with my audience. I have their full and complete attention. Even though it's only for 15 to 45 seconds, I have their complete attention. It's a great way for me to look people in the eyes, so to speak, and share my knowledge, my information. It could be me sharing a customer story, but I have their attention for those few seconds.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. One of the things that we use it for is after people schedule a call with us, then we have a retargeting video that's just me sharing what's going to happen on the strategy call. So
yeah, and the cool thing with video, like an Instagram video, you can just grab your phone and shoot. Like Alex, you can shoot a quick, selfie video, and that's perfect for a story because that's taking up the whole screen. And it's relatable. People see you, they see your face, so it's a really easy thing to do. And the cool thing about Instagram stories is, a lot of them, people aren't expecting this perfected video. People know that Instagram stories are more on the fly, so and just a quick selfie video is perfect. People aren't going to judge it because it's not this professional quality video or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. That's a great point. A lot of times when we see, it's the expectation between an Instagram newsfeed video or the story, and I think there's a little bit more of an expectation in general towards what we post on the newsfeed, especially when it's a video content. So yeah, you're right. The stories are all about just a very raw. Let's go to the next one, conversions, which is our personal favorite. It's all about driving actions on your website. Facebook tracks conversions, which sends more people similar to the buyers. I put buyers, but it's actually really any conversion that you set. You can set different types of conversions that you want Instagram and Facebook to send your way. Can you dive into a little bit more of that, Ryan?
Yeah, and conversions utilizes the Facebook pixel, and we'll cover that tomorrow, how to actually use it and stuff. But basically, if you own your website and you can put pieces of code on it, we highly recommend using the conversions campaign because you can, like Alex said, you can track what people do. And so if you need somebody just to opt in, you can use a lead pixel, you can call it, and on the thank you page you put a little piece of code that tells Facebook, hey, this person is a lead. Or it could be, hey, this person, on the order confirmation page you can put a purchase pixel. And so what happens is if somebody ends up on that page, it tells Facebook, it triggers that pixel, and so Facebook knows what just happened. And so if your goal is to buy, then you put that purchase pixel on the thank you page, and that's how Facebook knows that somebody bought. Or if your goal is for somebody just to opt in for something free, you can use like a lead pixel. Just put that on once they opt in, whatever page is next, you can put that pixel there. And so this is definitely, like Alex said, what we like the most because, you know, it's way better than a traffic campaign, because traffic just sends a bunch of people and then we can't track what happens. Versus this conversions campaign, you can track everything that happens, so that Facebook, like Alex said, sends people to similar buyers. They see who's taking action, and Facebook will put the ad, will start putting ad towards that kind of person and using all the data that they have.
Yeah. Awesome. One of the best ways to think about this is if you're targeting, say, people that are 18 to 35, but you want people who are, buying your widget. As the more people buy, Facebook hones in on similar people within that 18 to 35-year-old range who have bought and sends more people like them. So that's one way to visualize what's happening. So for example, if people are buying and Facebook sees a similarity that those people all have an interest in the Seinfeld series, it'll find more people in that 18 to 35-year-old audience that like Seinfeld and send them to your page, since they have proven more likely to buy what it is that you're selling. So that's just a way to visualize it. That's not a great explanation of the algorithm, but now you can understand how Facebook is tweaking the audience for those of you that have never used the Pixel before. App installs, getting more people to install your app. This is another objective on Instagram and Facebook stories. I know for me right now, I'm getting a lot of story ads that are all about games and other things, since we're recording this during the coronavirus. So there's not too much else to explain on here, Ryan, but yeah, it's pretty much just takes you to the app install page, and Facebook can track it.
Yeah, that's about it.
And then lead generation. This is another one of our favorites. Generating leads with an email address and phone numbers, all without leaving the app. Can you explain how this works, Ryan?
Yeah, so lead generation is really, really cool if you don't have a landing page you can send people to, but you want to collect their information. So what happens is, if somebody were to swipe up on the story ad, a little form's going to pop up with questions that you actually customize. So you can ask, obviously, you most likely want name, email, phone. You can ask customized short answer questions. You can add in multiple choice questions. Whatever you're looking for, you can actually ask those questions. That Facebook will probably know most of their information. Obviously, they know their name, email, phone, and then the user just clicks submit after they enter in their info, and you all of a sudden have a lead. So these are really cool. One, like I said, if you don't have a website you can send people to. Two, if you need a bunch of leads, this is a great way to do it. And the reason is because Facebook and Instagram, they want people on their apps. Obviously, they love it when people are on their apps. And so kind of an advantage of a lead generation ad is you aren't sending people to a separate website. You're not getting people off of Facebook. So they actually really like it if you do this, because people stay on Facebook or they stay on Instagram, and you're going to get really good results. And so that's a really cool thing about this. Your lead numbers will probably be a little bit higher here because Facebook really likes it, because you're not getting people off of their app.
Yeah, and one of the cool things is within Facebook and Instagram, it actually auto-fills their information. So their name, the email address, and their phone number, if they have that stored. So it auto-fills it, which means that for the lead, it makes it really simple for them to fill in the form. If you don't have any custom questions, all they have to do is swipe up within the story. Instagram auto-fills their information on the form with the name, email, and phone number. And then they can type in, if you have a custom question, like Ryan said, they can type in their answer or select it from a drop-down and then click submit. That's it. It takes just a few seconds. There's no other page that has to load. So if you're in the lead generation business, these lead generation forms and ad objectives are a great way to use Instagram story ads.
Definitely.
So let's go to the next objective here, which is traffic, which I know we kind of despise, but because we just don't track it very well. But it's all about sending more people to your website. It's similar to reach. It's about putting this in front of the maximum number of people. But this objective tracks clicks to your site. This was one of the very first objectives that Facebook ads came out with. Ryan, why don't we like the traffic objective?
Yeah, the reason we don't is just because a click is cool, but we need them to do something most likely. So if you need people to take action, getting them to there is just half of the battle. And so that's why we don't necessarily like the traffic. But if you have, the reason you would use traffic is maybe you have a blog, or just something like that, or you want to send people to an informational website, or if you don't have control over your website, then obviously you can't add in a piece of code to it. So those are the cases that you would use traffic. Hopefully you have control over your website so you can use conversions. But if you don't use the traffic, you'll still get results, obviously. But yeah, if you have a blog or just information, or there's not really an action to take, then traffic is great to use.
Right on. I love it. All right, so we recommend conversions. So we're going to dive in. Actually, I'm going to turn this over to Ryan, and he's going to show you behind the scenes of what we're doing for our Instagram story ads, which is going to be super fun. So Ryan, go ahead and share your screen and dive into the ads manager. I'll leave it to you now.
Hey, if you want to watch the entire Instagram story ads training, hear all of our content ideas, look over the shoulder as Ryan actually builds out an Instagram story campaign, drop into alexbranding.com/VIP. You are going to get our behind the scenes look. Instagram stories, a lot of content ideas. It is gold. We charged $197 for this, but you get it at no cost if you join VIP, alexbranding.com/VIP.